Hi. I wanted to do one last video today while the kids were napping and the other kids were quiet. So I just want to review some products with you because I think people have a hard time even knowing where to start because I don't know what to buy, I don't know where to get stuff, I don't know what's good, I don't know what to even look for. So I want a quick, it's easy for me to give you a makeup tutorial and say, here, this is what I do, but I want to also be able to give advice about what kind of products you can look for and where you can find them and how you can do it affordably. I'm going to try to talk quickly because I want this movie to be 15 minutes tops so that I don't have to do 2 videos and keep uploading 2 because I don't know how to do it, and I'm hopefully will be able to figure it out, but for now I just want to do this quickly. So I'm going to go through fairly quickly what I use, starting with primer. I use the Professional by Benefit. It's expensive, it's $32 plus I think for this big bottle. I get it at Ulta. Then I go with foundation. Wet n Wild is what I typically use for any given day. This is my darker shade, which is Desert Beige, and I'm warm. Please be aware that there's warm, neutral, and cool toned colors. I'm not good at deciphering what your color is per se, but I'm warm colored if that helps, warm toned. The other one that I also use in the summer is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is the color 206 in Buff Beige. Again, these are more my summer colors. And then the other one I use a lot is Milani. You can buy this at I've only found it at Meijer's. It's like $10. And this is the color 04 in medium beige. Those are typically the 3 ones that I would recommend, especially for anybody starting out. Then my next go-to is concealer. Tarte Shape Tape, hands down, it's the best one. Again, I'm in the color light. You can only find this at Ulta. You can buy it at Ulta online or Ulta at the store. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, I would say another comparable one that you can find at Walmart or wherever they sell Wet n Wild is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And this is in the color Ivory. Light Ivory. Another good concealer. Then after that, powder, like I said, the CoverGirl Advanced Radius. This is in the color Ivory, and this I use under my eyes and kind of wherever I use concealer. And then I use Bare Minerals for the rest of my face, but I also have Wet n Wild, and this is a loose powder. I have Wet n Wild that's a pressed powder, which means it's a solid like this. And I have that, I just don't have it with me right now because it's shattered. So I also use that to set the rest of my face. Then moving on, I use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. You can find this, again, any drugstore place. I also have other pressed bronzers that I use, but this is probably my go-to and the cheapest, and I think, again, for anybody starting, these products are probably better than some of the other ones that you might spend a fortune on and then not quite do it right or not know what to do. And then my blush, like I said before, I'm going to grab it behind me. My favorite palette is the Morphe palette. It has all these colors. I think it's like $15, between $10 and $15 for all these colors. But I know the Maybelline has really good blushes right now. e.l.f. also has some nice blushes. So there are drugstore ones. Here's the e.l.f. one. There are some nice drugstore ones if you don't want to buy online yet. If you'd rather just be able to go to the store and get everything you need in one fell swoop. I would recommend either the Maybelline or e.l.f. And Walmart just all of a sudden has e.l.f. products, so that's a new thing. And then going on to highlighter, my favorite is the Wet n Wild right now. They make a few different kinds. I like the Mega Glow and the Precious Petals, and that's what I'm wearing. Also, like I said, I use the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlighter because it's amazing. I'll just swatch it really quick. It gives, I mean, look at that. It gives a ton. And okay, it looks really crazy right now, but you can blend it in very easily and just and these are like $7 again wherever they sell L'Oreal. So you don't necessarily look at how crazy that highlight is. I mean, it's amazing. And if you didn't want it that crazy, just take your brush and just kind of wipe it off, or use your finger or whatever it is. Also, e.l.f. has a highlighter, which is really good. I will tell you, these you need to like scrape off the first like sparkly layer because they don't swatch well. But once you kind of scrape off that top layer and get rid of that, they're amazing after that. And this one is in, I don't even know. Oh, Moonlight Pearls. And I ordered this one offline. I haven't been able to find it in stores yet. So that's kind of the face. Oh, and then like I said about the setting spray, I have e.l.f., I have NYX, I have Wet n Wild. All of those you can find in stores, Target, Walmart, Meijer's, all of those places, and they are reasonably priced if you want to be able to get everything in one swoop. Then for eyes, I want to talk about a palette. The Morphe palettes are, if I was going to suggest anybody to doing makeup and you're new at it and you're not quite sure, I would suggest the Morphe palettes. You get 35 colors. They have quite a few to choose from. This is the 35W, so it's a warmer color palette. They have purples, oranges, browns, lighter shades that you can highlight with. They have a few grays and black. I think, again, if you have your black, your dark brown, a few foiled colors, and a light color, and they have some transition shades, that's all you need is a base color, your transition shade, a dark color for your outer eye, and a foiled shade or a lighter matte color to get started. And I mean, they have so many different colors, and these foiled ones are amazing. I mean, look at this swatch. Look how crazy that is. They have some really, really nice colors. So like I said, these are the 35, this is the 35W. They have a bunch of other ones. Jaclyn Hill is coming out with a new palette at the end of the month, which I like really want. These ones that are already on Morphe are between like, I think $22 and $27. So for 35 colors, literally it is no money at all, and they are phenomenal. They're extremely pigmented. They're great for beginners. They're great for anybody. I mean, all of my YouTubers use them. So I think it's morphecosmetics.com. If you Google Morphe, you'll find them, and that's where I get a lot of my brushes. They sell a ton of makeup online. So they have eyeshadow, they have contour palettes, they have blushes, they have highlighters, they have falsies. So again, another kind of one-stop shop. You could go to Morphe and it's all extremely reasonably priced. I think you look at the prices and you're like, oh my gosh, that's really expensive. In retrospect, it's really, really not expensive through Morphe, and everything from there is phenomenal. I mean, I really haven't had anything that I'm like, oh, I don't like it. They're all really, really good. So again, if you're looking for something that's kind of a one-stop shop, they have lip gloss. They have, I have not heard super great things about their concealer and foundation, but everything else I have heard good things about. So Morphe would be my #1 recommendation. If you're looking for a really good palette that you do not need to spend a fortune on, go to Morphe. Pay the $50 so you get free shipping or whatever it is. It might be $100, I'm not positive, but and even if you only need one palette, it's well worth it to not spend $50 on one palette that you get 9 colors in. So that would be my #1 recommendation. My next recommendation would be the e.l.f. palettes are really good. This is the Mad for Matte 2. Again, warm colors. Please keep that in mind that I am use primarily warm colors. I don't have a ton of cool colored palettes. I do have one and I typically don't use it, which makes me sad, but I'm gonna try to do more looks with that. And these are $10. You can find some of them at Meijer's, Target, Walmart, Walgreens-ish maybe. I never go to Walgreens. I shouldn't keep saying that. I don't really know. But I think I got this one online because it's such a hot product that I couldn't find it in stores anymore. But they have multiple palettes, and they have one that is all shimmer shades, all like foil shades, and I've heard amazing things about that one. Manny MUA on YouTube just did a whole review on e.l.f. Products. You can go there and look. And then another palette that I really like, I literally got this with my birthday money, which all of my wonderful friends and family who got me Ulta gift cards obviously know me so well. This is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and again, all warm color shades, but beautiful, like beautiful. The Naked palettes are great. I would not spend the money on them. I'm kind of, those are one of the things I kind of regret, is spending the money. I do have the like rose gold one, which I do like, and I use that for people at weddings. So people who get married, people who are, people like prom, those kind of things. I do use this palette a lot. It has your cooler, or it has your white, all the way up to your dark, and then some beautiful shimmers and kind of your transition shades in the middle, along with a few cool colored, but at least a few dark. So I have used this for weddings, proms, things like that, and I do like it for that, but I guess I don't reach for it all the time. One of the other things that I mentioned before is my infallible L'Oreal eyeshadow. This is in the color Amber Rush. It's amazing. There's, again, a ton of colors. I just happen to have those two colors. A ton of colors that you can get this in, and they're really great for your foiled eye look. Another good one for foiled eye look, which I found at Meijer's, is this Molten Liquid Eyeshadow by e.l.f. This is in the color Rose Gold. I also have like a bronze one, and they are really also beautiful. You can see how it's very much a foiled look. And then some of the other just fun things that I've gotten. This is a Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and it has like a, again, another like foiled look, a foiled look on one side right here, and then it has a glitter, so much fun, a glitter on the other side. And I've used this typically like in the corner of my eye, or kind of as like an accent under here, just for something a little extra, because who doesn't love to be a little extra? You can also put it all over the eyelid. I mean, this is just something fun, like if you wanted, you know, New Year's, weddings, whatever, just to wear it, because who doesn't love glitter? This is a good one. It's Revlon. You can buy it anywhere. I'm running out of time. This is my eyeshadow, or my eyebrows that I really like. It's the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal, again with the retractable crayon kind of thing, and then the spoolie. Anastasia Beverly Hills has a really good one that I also like. It was like in a powder form, but mine shattered, and then I just never felt like spending the $20+ to buy it. But I will say that I'm kind of, these are like $7-8 a piece, and I've probably already gone through like 5 or 6 of them. So really, by the time I've spent all this, I probably could have bought 2 Anastasia eyeshadow ones that I already used, and I should have just done it and been done, you know, whatever. So I might go back to the powder version. I think it's a little easier to work with, or at least do them in unison so I don't have to use so much of this product and go through it so quickly. Eyeshadow, I use the Carbon Black by L'Oreal. It's amazing. Super dark. I like the wand, yada yada. Then one of the other things, again, I told you in my last video that I like the felt tips. This is the smaller felt tip from e.l.f. This is in black. I usually only do black. And then this is the kind of the darker one, or sorry, the thicker one. So those really quickly are just some of the products that I use, and the way that I can help you keep the cost down. Like, yes, up front it will probably cost you $100 if you decide to buy everything and try to do all the products that I just mentioned. But if you start small and pick like, okay, I don't want foundation, I just want powder. Oh, I don't need an eyeliner, I just need, you know, eyebrows, or whatever you need to do. Those are just some of the products that I look for. And then some people to watch that have helped me through my journey. Kathleen Lights does a lot of really awesome things. Nikki Tutorials, Jaclyn Hill, Patrick Starr, Manny MUA, those are kind of where I would start, and that's where I've learned a lot of things. So I would start there, just search it on YouTube. That's how I started. And remember, it's fun, it's enjoyable. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. It's not for anybody. I do it because I love it. I do it because it makes me feel beautiful, and because it's something that I'm interested in. It's not for Jim. It's not for anybody to look at me. It's just because it's something I love. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. It's supposed to be fun. So try it. If you have any questions, feel free to Facebook me, email me, text me, call me, whatever you want to do. I'm doing some makeup days this summer, so feel free to join in, and we can have fun with this together. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it was helpful. Thank you.